So this is going to be a short little video on how to tell if the chain and sprockets on your moped or your motorcycle or garden tractor, whatever you have that's got a chain drive on it, need replacing due to wear. So let's have a closer look at the sprockets first. So this is a new sprocket of a Tomos A3 moped. It's the rear one. You notice how wide the teeth are at the base. They've got a nice shape to them. Now, as they start to wear, the chain starts to rub around the edges. This is caused by a slight chain misalignment, usually. But you also notice that they're starting to go a bit pointy, and they're wearing at their bases. And you also notice on this one, it's completely worn out the actual splines on the inside. So even though you might even get away with using this, if you were taking it off and putting it back on again after maybe doing some work on the engine, it's not worth, it's scrap, because this will eventually just spin and you won't go anywhere. So again, if you have a sprocket that looks like that, change it for a new one. This sprocket, on the other hand, the actual splines are fine on the inside, but look how pointy the teeth are gone. Much pointier, they're very badly worn. It's also started to scoop the sprocket in the direction it's been travelling. Don't think, oh, I'll just flip it over and put it in the other direction. It's not worth it. You actually start losing power with a worn chain and sprocket. So if you're going to change the sprockets because the teeth are worn or the splines are worn, it's always best to put a new chain on at the same time. I'll show you why. So this is a chain. It was a bit rusty, but was in use. So I'll give it a clean up just to show you why you shouldn't reuse very old chains. See that there? That's a crack. Another one, another one, another one. More here. It's quite a serious one there. Another one, another one. It's quite a big one there. Yeah, they're all over it, basically both sides. Any one of those cracks and those links could give way at any one moment, which is not good if you're under power. And you're pinning it or whatever you're doing at the time. If that lets go, it's going to make a mess of things. So it's not worth, if you've cleaned a chain and find cracks like this, oiling it and putting them back on your bike, because you're just asking for trouble. So if you ever see a chain like that on your bike or piece of machinery, bin it straight away. Get a new chain, which is what I'll be doing with this one. If you don't find any cracks in it, there's another thing you need to check for, is to see how worn the chain is, and I'll show you how to check for that now. Right, you get your chain and flip it over that way, and then just see how much it sags. If you can do that with it, it's not a good chain. It's fairly well worn out. Besides the fact it's got stiff links in it, which is going to sap power, the rollers and the links have worn that bad. You shouldn't get that much sideways movement. I mean, chains are meant to move that way, but they really shouldn't move that much that way if they're a good chain. So, if you've got a worn out chain, worn out sprockets, get new ones. They may cost you a little bit of money, but it's much safer than taking the risk of reusing old ones. So, thanks for watching, and hope you like what you see and find it helpful, and please subscribe.